At the Oregon coast, there's a sign that says Boston, Mass, 3,300 and some odd miles, and I have always wanted to do that road trip. The thing that I'm probably most excited for, at least initially, is Safari Party. It's because it's where, quite literally, my tribe of people gather and we do the things that I love to do the most. We started this really awesome place. It's called the Warehouse Motor Club. It's in Park City, Utah, and it's this kind of mecca for people that love cars. And it doesn't matter if you love off-road rally cars or if you love ultra high performance supercars. This is kind of that place that we can all gather and hang out and have something in common. And that makes it the perfect starting point for Safari Party. It's time to get things rolling. It's time to start this massive caravan south into the red rock deserts of Utah. And I have to tell you, it's one of my favorite places on the planet. And I've been a lot of places, but nothing ever seems to match what southeastern Utah can provide. There's something about cars that bring community together, and Safari Party is one of those things. I'm going to talk about it a ton, but I love the idea that we're all doing things in cars that most people don't expect us to do in the cars that we drive. And it's this niche little community. I don't even know if I call it a little community. It's getting pretty massive globally, but it's this special community thing that we go out, we thrash on our cars, we drive on these epic different mediums, whether it be dust or dirt or gravel or sand or sometimes even snow.
Woo! Good adrenaline rush right there, baby.
And then we come back to the dinner spot and we start rehashing all of these experiences that we've had and hearing about the different experiences, because some people have never driven in a location like this before. They've never pushed their cars to these limits, and that's one of the things that makes this kind of event so exciting. But also, if you're continuing on for another 4,000 or so miles, a little bit stressful, because I don't want to go out and hammer on my car so hard that I do damage and I can't drive it across the United States. That's not exactly how it went. So ironically, the last time I did something reckless was also here in Utah. I pushed my car to the limit, I smashed some things in, and fortunately I was able to drive all the way back home, albeit on a Space Saver spare at 50 miles an hour with a whole camera crew and a bunch of guys. This time was a little bit different. I was out having fun, I was having a good time with the Howl Campfire guys. I pushed the car a little bit too hard and ended up smashing the entire front end of the car into the desert landscape. And let me tell you, I had this fear moment that just kind of fell over the top of me, almost just like weighted me down as soon as I felt it. And then I looked behind me and I saw black pieces of plastic and pieces of car. Needless to say, I was a little bit nervous about what was going to happen next. So there's a lot to be said about zip ties and Gorilla Tape, especially when you take into consideration you've got to drive another 18 hours across the United States, trusting that it's going to hold the car together. But we made it happen. So we had this crazy, crazy event. Lots of people had fun. So we were shooting Henry's rifles, we were running cars up the fen, we're doing all this wild stuff, and then we got to wind down a little bit earlier, meet everybody for a celebratory dinner that evening, and just reflect on all the things that we love the most about this epic rally. And I think we only lost 1 or 2 cars on the entire trip, which was pretty spectacular considering the things that we were doing. So I have to say, after a really, really wild few days ripping the cars around the desert of southeastern Utah, it was nice to have this nice calming day. Just kind of a nice relaxed drive, highway driving, some beautiful things as well, but something that kind of gave us a little bit of respite because we were about to do the grind. And the grind is middle America, everything you could imagine, long straight stretches, cornfields, truck stops, and that's about all you're gonna see until you get to Pennsylvania. And that's what we were about to do.